Welcome back to my channel. Hey! Okay, so I just got done with the live giveaway. The winner is still not posted because I'm an idiot sometimes. Kidding, I don't like using that word. Sorry, and y'all know how wretched I am with this whole, filming thing. I rather do lives. I feel more natural doing a live than I do this. I know that sounds really weird, but it's true. I really do. Anyway, it went really well except for one creeper. This creepy guy got on, and I guess that's a given when you do live and put yourself out there. But I shut him down real quick. Just know that if you do something like that, don't allow a creeper to stick around just for a view or whatever. That's really detrimental to your community and to yourself. So just don't do it. But anyway, welcome. This is going to be my first video, I guess, of the new year that is going to kind of show you what the year is going to be like. This is a functional video. I'm taking the channel into a more functional direction. It'll still be fun and everything and cute. But I'm also going to be doing story times with you guys, telling you more about my life and things like that, and actually give you some FaceTime. Those will be done on live, though. So there's going to be a lot of live videos as well as planner videos on the more functional side. So I hope you enjoy this. So I finally got I posted an awful 2019 planner plans video recently, and I'm going to tell you now, it was all over the place. I'm tempted to take it down if so many people didn't already watch it, but I may just leave that there. I may take it down, I don't know. But this is my official 2019 setup right now. It changes throughout the year, let's be honest, but this is the most organized I think I've ever been. Because I really put a lot of time and effort into this, and it's still not even completed because there's so much. When you run your own business and you work in a normal, I guess, a school job, and you have a family and a social media and crafting, things just become kind of overwhelming and turn into something like this. Now, I'm going to tell you now, my planner is mostly inserts. If you take a look there, they're fairly neat and stable. It's because most of them are inserts, and I love that look. Let's just go ahead and get started. On the front are my is my little charm. I made this charm. Of course, I bought the moon from I think Michael's, and these Swarovski crystal hearts. My favorite shape is a heart, and I'm a moon goddess. I'm all about that moon. I got a star tattooed behind my ear. I'm gonna go ahead and get a moon tattooed on me. There's a reason why I love moon so much. That's for story time. But we've got my favorite things, and plus black is my favorite, and the smell of this leather is just amazing. This is the pepper spice rings from Foxy Fix. I'm really trying not to buy any new planners this year. I got a beautiful A5. I gotta show it to you. This is one of my unicorn planners, and I finally got it. It's not in personal size. It's an A5. It's a Key, and I was so surprised how beautiful this planner is in person. I didn't even know it was real leather at first until I got it, and I was like, oh yeah, gorgeous. I really want to move into this, but I believe this is going to be my project planner. Since YouTube is growing, my YouTube is growing and things like that, I really need a project planner, and this is going to be it. Or I may just become obsessed with it and put my whole system into the A5. But let's not think about that right now. It's hard enough to not look at it because it's so beautiful. So this is my planner. As you see, I don't have a lot going on in the pockets. I actually did have a little something. I'll show you what I did have. And I changed my mind really quick. It was just too much. I don't know. I can't have that distraction right now. But I had this. I made this specifically for the pocket right here. And it's cute and all. It looks cute, right? And then I had this little guy here because he's one of my favorites. But to me, that's just too much. I need my focus on. And this is too much, although that's one of my favorite die cuts. I may put him somewhere in the planner later. I don't know. But yeah, this is what I've got going on right now. I like it. I like the simplicity. I actually feel like I could focus a little more. And as you see, it's not like completely just empty, you know. I got a cute dashboard. This is a couple of things layered on top of each other. Let's talk about what's in my pockets. All of this has a function. I do use bookmarks quite a bit, and my favorite one is over here somewhere. Anyway, my favorite one is Shine Sticker Studio. It's so cute. But this one, I love Ollie clips. I have a story about Ollie Block that I'm not going to get into today, but I'm not too happy. That's all I'm going to say. So in this pocket, I have my stickers that I use pretty much when I plan, which aren't a lot. You've probably seen them though. They're Shine Sticker Studio. Some, you know, just my usual. I do use those when I plan in my dailies, so those stay. And this cute little guy right here is my daily planner routine. This is what starts my entire day. This series I'm going to start, my functional series, is going to start with this because it's in the front and it's how I start my day. I have a routine for AM and PM. Now, there's a lot that I do in this and can get confusing, so bear with me, okay? I'll try and go slow and explain things as much as I can, and ask me questions, okay? Critique me if you want to as well. Like, I don't mind. I could use all the help I could get. So this is my daily list here. And in the morning, the first thing I need to do are check my tabs. What is that? Okay. Checking my tabs consists of these little guys here. These little tabs that you see sticking out. They're actually throughout my planner. I'm going to go ahead and take out my fountain pen now so you can kind of see, and I'm going to show you what these tabs are and how I use them. So I have them back here, stick them back here to have and use. So these tabs are basically, they're page flags, and they pinpoint certain things I need to make sure I look at every single day. So even my tags have a color code, which is behind this cute little thing right here. The color key for my tabs are important so I know that I don't miss any information or important tasks throughout my day. I have found in the past that I struggled with losing information or forgetting about lists that were there. Considering I use the GTD system, or loosely, I can lose these lists easily. For example, the someday maybe list. That becomes a never forget me list. Okay, it really does for me. So these tabs help me make sure not to forget them. So let's talk about these tags. Now, green stands for important notes. Important notes consist of things that, let's say, you take notes for your job, okay? And there's something you need to remember, or don't have the time to like put in the proper place in your planner at that time, if that made sense, or you need to delegate it elsewhere, you can tab it. So I have a couple of green notes back here, and I'll show them to you. This one pinpoints my social media list. This social media list here is also on my AM task here. This is a way to make sure that I plan whatever next action for social media is, and it makes me double check it, because sometimes, let's be honest, I may forget to write it down or something. It's just to make sure I backtrack and get all my steps clear. So this one's talking about, this is pinpointing my list. Like, this is to make sure I don't lose. Now, I do have a color code for lists, which are the daily info. That doesn't, I could use that, but I'm using this as notes because I refer to these as notes. Anyway, that one is more confusing. This tag is exactly what it stands for. This is my notes section. This tag is where I would put any notes I need to look at, remember, whatnot. And honestly, this one's here to remind me where the clean pages for my notes section. Now this is for my Peanuts Planner Coach insert checklist. I have not filled it out yet. I need to because I bought plenty of things from her. I put this as a green tag as notes because I refer to it as needed. It's not something I have to look at every day. These things are things I don't necessarily have to look at every day. The only thing is this. All right, so the next one is blue. Blue is anything that has to do with work. Any of my jobs will always be blue. Because that is private information, I do not have any blue tabs available at this time. Purple is personal, things that are personal to me. Now, because my let's see, this is my tracking section, but because my daily self-care has its own tab, it doesn't need a purple tag. If you can see, it is purple that stands for personal, things like that. So I would use an extra purple page flag if it were in a random place and I need to refer to it, and put it on like my next action or list or things. Anyway, pink is home or family, anything to do with my family, like my daughter especially, because it's her favorite color. I do have a purple tag back here. So I do have a pink tab. This is my daughter's section. This is Allie's health log. This is something I need to refer to and get to quickly when she has a breakdown. Unfortunately, she does have anxiety at her young age. It's sad. It really is not disappointing. It's just very sad to see. But as a mom, I want to make sure she's happy and she learns how to cope with her anxiety. And this is a way for me to help. I am missing the key for this. She's going to have an anxiety key to go with this to kind of explain what each thing is. The purple, which is personal, I will not be showing you because for whatever reason, why is this here? Actually, I'm confused. This is my password, so that shouldn't even be there. Oh, I think I've had there in the past before I started doing the color key. And of course, I take off one of my passwords. Great. So we're just gonna, put that back on because it has the password on there for now. Whoops. Okay, never mind. Yeah, little mistakes. Awesome. Okay, so orange and yellow are my most used tabs, if you can see, or I call these tags and then these tabs. I know that's weird. All right, so orange stands for important lists and tasks. These are things I need to refer to remind me what to look at. Now, this is still my first step in my AM routine. So let's look at orange first, which is the important lists and tasks, which will take you to my list section. If you can see, this is my list section here. And I'm using Peanut Planners Co. inserts, but Annie Plans cover. So this tags things to fix. This is something I need to keep fresh on. It doesn't mean I have to do it right away or anything, but it is something I need to stay fresh on. These are things that need to be fixed around the house. Just little handyman type things, or handy woman in my case. And also, as I mentioned, my someday maybe, list. Because I use a very loose GTD system, I like to keep all my lists in one spot. So this kind of makes sure that I refer to this. Also, I'm going to take you into my inbox in a second. It ties into this. It'll explain it a little more. And then this one is add to my planner. That's an important list for me as a planner girl that loves her planner and has become more and more obsessed with inserts. It's important for me to make sure my planner is incredibly functional and productive. All right, let's see if I have any others. Oh yes, I have another orange tag back here, which is my weekly review and mind sweep. This comes into play once a week, and I'll be doing a video on that as well. But if you want a similar video, Brandy Michelle Plans with her GTD series is amazing. She's the one that inspired me to really do things a certain way, and I've been doing the GTD system following her videos for almost a year now. So thank you, Brandy Michelle. I know you don't know who I am, but I love you so much. Anyway, so after I've checked, oh yeah, the last color is yellow, which is daily info, like trackers, lists, and schedules. These are things that need to be checked daily for sure. So as you see, there's a yellow tab here. That's actually my inbox. Beautiful, isn't it? Also, Peanuts Planner Code. This is the 5 columns. She has a 3 column and a 5 column. I use this as my inbox. So basically, I write, this is in the form of my inbox as well. This is my trashing inbox, I guess you could say, where I creatively dump everything, all my thoughts, ideas, to-dos, whatnot, and then I move a more detailed title here to where I then can delegate it to its proper spot. This and this work in hand to help me really thread out what's really necessary, because sometimes I write down a lot of to-dos just to write down because I enjoy to write, which I have another notebook for, and that will come another time. But my columns are projects, next action, lists, calendar, and reference. Sound familiar? Sounds like the GTD, doesn't it? Well, it's because it somewhat is. Now, basically, if it's highlighted with the purple, that means I don't have to worry about it anymore. It's been completely done. 1,000 giveaway. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much, by the way, my loves. And I'm so sorry for the wretched giveaway situation. Just real quick, make sure you comment on the live video so I know that you were there and you're in my Instagram. So when I do the randomization tonight, your name is in it. Boom, boom. Anyway, moving on. So that would be what's on my next part of my list. The next thing I would check in the morning are my trackers. Mostly just my sleep tracker. This is my tracking section. I didn't have a label for it, so I put goals because also goals are in here because I track my goals. So it makes sense to me. I have a monthly focus, and I have my goals here, which are also tabbed. But these are my trackers. Now, I like to look at these. This is if you look here, I have my sleep tracker, and then gratitudes, affirmations, daily zone cleaning, calendars, next action, social media list. Now, we've done that. That kind of goes in with checking the tabs. Gratitude and affirmations will go when I create my daily page. But let's take a look at my cleaning tracker. Now, this is also Peanuts Planner Co. Everything in here is Peanuts Planner Co. or any plans printables. Okay, so with this, I have kind of like a zone cleaning form, I guess you could say. I've kind of made it into zones to make it easier for myself, but these are day specific tasks. I've got the front, and this right here is a list of what it is needs to be done within that zone, which is front rooms. So here you have front rooms, make bed, laundry, and workout for 45 minutes. Okay, so that's broken down, and then this takes it into the details of which each cleaning thing is. There's no detail on the workout and stuff like that. There's certain things that I do daily, which is making the beds and doing laundry. So that's what this is for. I check that and see what it is. Like Fridays, I don't have to do any cleaning. I just need to work out. Have I started doing that? No. Okay. And then after I check that, I need to really do I like to look at my self-care. Now, I don't really need to mark anything off of this until the evening time, which is here in the PM part. But I like to look to remind myself what's important, and then I'll close it up. So let's take a look at my sleeping tracker. This is kind of crazy. This is when it gets kind of crazy. Okay, I just said that multiple times. Okay, so I do look at my calendars as well. It's on the way. Might as well see what's going on the next day. I'm getting my nails done. Okay, cool. And sometimes I'll have like a little sheet of paper, write down these pieces of information that I need to add to my daily. For example, let's say, all right, I know I need to get my nails done tomorrow before I get to my daily page. And let's say, okay, I need to clean the bedroom. Let's just say that's on there. You see what I'm saying? And I'll just take it down the line. Okay. So when you get here, this is my most used section. I have another printable here. This is where we have my affirmations and my gratitude and this monthly layout. This is more for spiritual and mental self-care. This I don't track any like events or anything. It's just self-care. So I track headaches and my flow, affirmations, gratitude, monthly healthy tasks. And then you can see the flow here. And then goals, like my monthly goal. My goal for the month for my home and personal, aka my focus for the month. So I write down my gratitude, which today is the 4th. Let's go ahead and write that down. I am actually thankful for my subscribers. I had such a good time with you guys. I really appreciate you so much. And then affirmations today. I am beautiful, I'm organized, I'm focused. Basically, my affirmations are a place where I tell myself I am something that I'm struggling with, so I can learn to overcome it. So today, I'm having issues with organization when it comes to my YouTube, but I'm learning to do that. So I'm actually going to say I'm organized again because I am struggling with focus and organization. It's part of being ADD, but other than that, you know, and depression. But we're not getting into that this video. That'll be a live organization. I am organized. I am organized. I am organized. I am organized and focused and ready to go. So these are things I also look at. I don't fill this part of headaches out until the end of the week because I'll show you why. I have it in my weekly. I use 2 weeklies. This will sound excessive to a lot of you, okay? It really, really does. Okay, this is a form of calendar for me. So we have done all these things. We'll get to that in a second. We've done all this stuff. This is calendars. Okay, so I look at today, which would be, for example, Friday, and I either write what needs to be done the night before into here, or I fill it in the morning. It depends, okay? That's why I look at my calendar. Also, breakfast, dinner. This is my personal care. I break down my bigger trackers into smaller trackers just in case I forget to go into my bigger tracker, but I make sure that I go into it every week and catch up if I don't. Why do I do it over and over again? I know that seems excessive and repetitive, but for me, I like to see, especially with self-care, a month view to see where my ups and downs are. There are reasons for that. I compare my habits with how I'm feeling to see what to avoid to better myself. I know that it's interesting. I'm going to do a video strictly on my trackers. It's going to be hopefully interesting and not confusing. This is my sleep tracker right here. This is my main sleep tracker. It's different than this tracker. This is my productivity tracker, and then this is my sleep tracker. So basically each X is an hour, and this tells me how much sleep I get. I do struggle with sleep at times. I've been doing okay this week, but wine is helpful. So last night I got, look, yesterday I slept so much. It's been raining so much and you can't even do anything. Thursday, like last night I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 9 hours of sleep last night. That's awesome. For me, 8 hours is my best. 8 or 9. Most of the time during the school year, I get like 4 or 5. This day, I slept most of the day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got 10 hours that day. If I started from like early morning, like how much I got within that day, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, like 15 hours. So this is helpful to see because I get migraines and things. Although this week I've done very well and hadn't had any, knock on wood. I also check my focuses for the week: work, home, and personal. This is my work focus, which is preparation for work, and then personal focus is building my routines. This is super important, and I love it. I don't think I'll ever change it. Knock on wood. And then I'll skip over to this just to double check. I'll fill in my sleep here as well, like there. And the day before is like productivity, if I didn't do it at night. Sometimes I don't. And I use certain highlighters, so I don't normally do this like while I'm at work, so carrying all these highlighters can be heavy. Let's be real. So let's take a look, shall we? Okay, so yesterday I went back to sleep and I was pretty low energy right here, so we're just gonna go ahead, low energy this. And I like using colors that are similar just because I think it's pretty. Yeah. Okay. And then I woke up, it was around 11. I know, I've been sleeping a lot. It was just so rainy. And I need that sleep. I don't sleep a lot, y'all. I remember it just being smooth most of the day. Productive, yeah, kinda. If you consider planning productive, that's pretty much all I did. I'm just gonna say smooth until bed. Really, it was just a smooth, rainy, boring day. So I fill these things in early in the morning as well. That's why I have it here. Now, my productivity tracker I usually do in the evenings, but I forgot to do it last night. So I fill in my sleep in the morning, but my productivity I do in the evening times. But since I forgot, at least you can see how I'm doing it. So this goes this way. Can y'all see? I'm sorry. Okay. So 5 a.m. to 8 p.m. and then it goes 9 p.m. to 4 a.m. Do you see what I'm saying? I did this number. Boop, boop. And I have my little key here. So let's see. I get to bed. So my sleepy pie is this teal color. I'm sure I will get so annoyed and eventually like decide to minimize like my color use, but I really like it. It's fun. All right, I slept until 6. And then I stayed up for a little bit. And then went back to sleep until like 10. And I've actually been very productive today. So I'm going to go ahead and leave that alone though. So that's how that works. And if you also notice, I have some more tracking down here. So I didn't put my PM mood in. This is like my mood. I have high anxiety and depression. And I've been doing pretty well, but I'm not working at the school, so it's kind of like that. I've been very anxious, though, surprisingly, for the most part. If you hear weird noise, ignore it. But anyway, so last night, I was okay. I was kind of anxious, though, for whatever reason. I'm not quite sure. Maybe in waiting for today's video, because I may seem pretty confident here. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, it's frightening for me sometimes. And then if I have a migraine, and yesterday I didn't have one, thank goodness. So I've had a pretty good week with that. And then I'll check this and fill it out, like what's going on today. Film live, and I'm filming this video too. So that's the basics. And then with that, after I do all this, see, like, this is why I get up early in the morning, so I'm able to follow this checklist. So I create my daily pages after everything, which sometimes I create them at night too, so it really depends. This is just like my process, I guess. So I did create part of today's last night because it's fun for me. But I can fill in the rest or whatnot. But I did follow this last night for the most part, except for the trackers. That just got confusing. So I'll take my notes and then go through and be like, okay. Like, this will be Saturday. I could do a Saturday. I mean, why not? Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and plan out tomorrow. Tomorrow is Saturday, and I've been considering using some stamps, so I actually wanted to do that, so I'm gonna actually not do that. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sure you want to see, but this is how I plan it out. This is today. I write the date. I put a little bow sticker there, and this says set up for 1,000 sub giveaway, go live, because it takes actually a lot of effort to do that kind of stuff. I didn't realize that when I started doing YouTube, but really and truly it takes some effort. And then I just list the things I need to do for my home and personal, which boom, and boom. And I still haven't really set up my desk. Like, I'm about to sit down and get things cleared, but yeah. So after that, that's literally everything I do. So in the evening, I go back through, like I mentioned, this being my most used area right here. I fill this in. If I miss it, I'll do it in the morning. I'll fill in my productivity tracker, and then my mood tracker. Make sure that my moods are all good. Like, let me go ahead and do AM. I've been pretty good this morning. I've been pretty happy. So that's good. I haven't had a happy in a while. And by the way, the red is AM, gray is PM. I always have a key with me because it won't make any sense. And then my self-care and migraine. So I'm not going to do my migraine yet because the day's not over. And then my self-care, my big self-care list back here. Self-care right here. Boom. I can check in on that. I really didn't do much of anything yesterday. A lot of people have asked me why I track so many little things for self-care. Well, when you have anxiety and depression, there's times where you don't take care of yourself, and something as small as brushing your teeth or washing your hair can be very cumbersome. And I know that sounds insane, but it is. And sometimes you just forget because I don't know. I'm, like I said, this is not a video for this. I'll talk about it live, but it's frustrating, and I like checking things off. It makes me feel like I've accomplished something. So I do need to take some vitamins. I have a lot to do today. I really do. But I really have today. I've washed face and deodorant and brushed my hair, and a lot of this stuff I do in the evening. That's why this happens in the evening time. So yeah. All right, and I think that's it. Oh, and then I'll journal. My journal section is back here with my dailies, right? No, it's got its own section. So this is my work section, my pool section. I'll show you the inserts I use. Obviously, it's very private, so I can't show you like how I use it right now. I could show you what I've done in the past. Basically, I got this timed insert from Peanut's Planner Code. This is one of my most favorite inserts in the world. If you have watched my videos in the past, I have imitated this set layout for years because this is the type of layout I've always used and loved. Even if it was like in a daily, I always liked the time. Now I've kind of moved away from that kind of thing, but if all else fails, if I had to choose a bound book and couldn't use anything else, I'd make sure it had this type of layout. Yep, I would make sure, because this is what I need for my swimming, and that's very important. But that's neither here nor there. This is my daily mental health journal. This basically, I write a little something about the day. It could be something I struggled with, something I'm proud of. For example, yesterday, learning to love myself and be fearless when it comes to my success. Anxiety is created by me, and I need to gain control. So that's, important to me. By the way, I figured out my word of the year, and it is fearless. Because a lot of my issues come from being afraid of success. So, anyway, that's part 1 of my functional series. I hope you enjoyed it. It still was pretty long, you guys, right? Don't worry. I'm sorry. The giveaway will be over this evening. If you haven't gone on and signed up for it on my live video, make sure you leave a comment, and you have to also be on my Instagram, so you gotta let me know these things, and I will announce tonight, and I will run the randomized picker tonight, and I will film it so y'all can see that I was honest with it. And I love you guys so much. The next video probably will be on my inbox and list section. So I love you guys so much, and until next time, bye.